Hi, this is Finance and Investing Just Joey style, and I'm going to go over my portfolio real quick and some moves that I made today. I had some poor man's covered calls open. I have I think it's six, three, I have six, actually, I have seven. I had six poor men covered calls open on my Leap options for BMNR. Sold them originally for $90 gain, bought them back for $30, so I made $60 in a week on something that never happened. So I literally generated income from an options contract. It's called a poor man's covered call. I took 40% of that, which turned out to be $12. I'm sorry, $24. I took $12 and I bought $12 for the SoundHound and I bought $12 for the BMNR. I also made a purchase of 5 shares of BMNR today. I like BMNR in the 50s. Between 50 and 55 is better for an entry. If you see it in the 40s, absolute steal. I also took some profits on my SoundHound put. I had a 1750 SoundHound put that I opened up at the beginning of the week, bought it back, made some money, and then stock went up. I opened up another one, stock went up again. I rinsed and repeat twice on this SoundHound put sell. Let's see if I can find it. It's news. It's history.
I haven't seen her in a while. Obviously, my two little sisters.
I'm getting an oil change right now, so there might be some background noise. That's okay. Yeah, right here. I did it twice.
Jeez.
Yeah, right here. I sold originally at SoundHound 1750 put, made $60, bought them back for 32, so I made $28. And then I opened them up again, sold them for 44. I bought them back for 9, so I made $35 there. So I made $63 scalping contracts because I thought the SoundHound, well, I would have been fine buying shares of SoundHound at $17.50, but it never came down. The price ended up going up. So I made a free $60, and then I was able to buy shares of stock with that. These small wins are very, very important. These small wins help you acquire more and more shares. Look, I'm already up another 0.2 shares of Sound since last week. Or sorry, 0.3. I have several more shares of SoFi. Right now I'm doing some trades on MSTR as well. This is falling and it shouldn't. It's a solid buy in this range. Low 300s, amazing price for this company. It's just dying, but it'll come back. Bitcoin is going to do incredible. Crypto is going to do incredible, and this company is great. But yeah, this is an absolute buy the dip opportunity because the last 3 months have really sucked for this company. But I believe that's our bottom short term. And then I bought more shares at 335, and I think I bought more at 325 today. So highly recommend this trade. I'm sorry, I highly recommend this investment. These shares are actually bought for a trade, and I'm going to be selling them at probably somewhere between 360 to 400, or I'll make the decision to just keep the shares long term, since this is my biggest position and company that I believe is going to give me the most value in the future. I may just keep these shares, but we'll see. I'll make that determination when we get back into the 360 to 400 range, if I want to scalp it or if I want to own it. But the plan is currently to scalp them, but I might change my mind and just own them. But here's my portfolio. It's been getting beat again over the last day, but not really too bad. It's only down about 3%. It's not horrible. Week's been volatile. There's a nice rise, and then gave it all back. It happens. We're going to be volatile this month, but guess what? The next 3 months, we're going to be good. This is Finance Investing Just Joey style, and I got to get back to work. So yeah, here's a little spiel for you. BMNR, great in the 50s. I like it in the lower end of the 50s. MSTR in the low 300s, great buy. Soundhound, if you can catch that back around 16, solid place. But these small wins, when you're trading and you're making $10 here and $20 there, and you're buying $5 for the stock, over time, this really helps us. I'm going to screen share anymore. This really helps us build our account up. This helps build our long-term shares to building our long-term wealth and building up our compounding and very solid companies. So your best companies, the companies that you want to own for a long time, getting those small wins in a trade, put a portion of that into your account for long term. I take 40% of any trade ever and I buy shares. So when I made that $60, that's why I was able to put $24 into two different companies, $12 here and $12 in BMNR and $12 in the Soundhound, because $12 doesn't sound like a lot, but if I do $12 every week for an entire year, that's $624. Soundhound is right now around $19 a share. That's an extra 33 shares over the course of a year, and that's just from me scalping some trades. Now I took a loss on I had a covered call open on MSTR. Should have held it open today, would have dang near been even. I'd lost about $600 on it. Whenever I take a loss, and I don't sell shares. But when I do a win, I always build up my long-term portfolio. Helps me trade better, helps me stay disciplined. So this is Finance Investing Just Joey style, and this is a real quick what I've been doing today, but always pay attention to your long-term wealth building. Trading is great, but it screws with your emotions. When we build these long-term shares up, that's where the real money's made.